Hi everyone, this is just a short little introductory clip to let you know what it is we're proposing to do here at Old Barracks Country Store this year. So I'm just going to take a little trip around the site just to give you a flavour of what we've got. What you've got here is some storm damage from last week. We had a terrible bad storm here, and that's one of my little mini tunnels which I recovered from about 150 metres up the road there. Had to cut the plastic off it to stop it being a kite. Okay, we've got some of our boxes here which we'll be planting up for springtime. These are just window boxes of course, and we have some hair boxes there as well. That's something we plan on doing, is to plant up and sell them out the gate. As we move along here, you'll see along the hedge here some blackcurrant bushes, and we also have some raspberry bushes there also. And if I pan around here, we have the same thing on the far side, turning west. Okay, this area here used to be a lawn, but we're planning on doing something different with it this year. We're not quite sure yet. We think maybe peas and beans. There's my small tunnel. In that tunnel at the moment is some lettuce and some spinach and some turnips. As I pan around here, they were where my mini tunnels used to be. I propagated some garlic for this season, and behind there is just a framework that contained peas and beans last year, 2013. To my right hand side here, it took a bit of a hammering last week also, is some purple broccoli, and we set that last season. It's a biennial of course, and I'm learning all these things as I go along. You'll see that it's beginning to sprout some broccoli at present. We're now in February, so you can see the colour is wonderful. It's absolutely beautiful. There's one plant here that I particularly like just for its actual colour. It's just absolutely stunning. I think it is. Anyway, see for yourself. Look at the beautiful colour on that. It's absolutely stunning. They're beginning to fruit now, and we'll see what the produce is like off it. I don't think they were supported enough, didn't do too well in supporting them. I should have supported these plants. But you can see there the little flowers are coming to the fore, and the colour alone is just worth having. I took a serious battering last week in the storm. There's my other mini tunnel. It survived last week. But just to walk up along here to show you, it was ripped from the raised bed, and on it there is a 9x3, which is a scaffolding board, and it's actually split in half. Beside there, my prized well-rotted manure that'll go back into the tunnel when I have it re-erected. I'm hoping to use all that in the tunnels this year. It's really, really good stuff. This particular bay here this year is going to be put into, this is where the hens were last year, so it'll have quite a high nitrogen content. I'm going to try and see how my alliums do there this year. I'll be putting leeks here, onions here, and garlic, and some probably shallots also. If I zoom around to pan around to my left hand side here, ignore the table that you see there. These are my fruit trees. They're mostly apple. I have a couple of plums, and I have a pear here also, but they're mostly eaters. I have 12 in a circular formation there. Got a nice yield of fruit off them there last year. One of the jobs I'll be doing this spring, in the next couple of weeks actually, is to prune the actual trees. The apple ones I'll prune, the plums I'll leave till summertime. It's still too cold. So as I go up here, here's my girls, as we call them. We don't call them hens in this at Old Barracks. We call them our girls. So the girls are there. You can feed the hens 100 times a day. They like their greenery, so I like to throw them some greenery every day. And before I plant, I leave them out on fresh grass also to look after their diet properly. There are my compost bins. Any waste goes in there. Their straw goes in there, and their poo, so that it gives a good breakdown, and you'll have nitrogen, you'll have all the greens going in there, the greens and browns. As I zoom around here, that's just in front of me there, that's some more well-rotted manure. And if I zoom around here, this is grass that we actually killed off now last September, and that's ready to be ploughed in the next few weeks when it dries up. You can still see the residue of water on the site here. If I zoom back around towards the sun here, you'll see that there's lots of water still on the side. Now it's still much too wet to bring a tractor load of rotted manure in, so I'm hopeful that in the next few days that it will dry enough to be able to do so. At the far end there was where the area we planted up last year, 2013. This is the remnants of my tunnel that has to be rehashed, reassembled and put it back into its new location. I'm just unfortunate to lose it last week, but these things happen. Okay, there's my other tunnel, and as I pan around there over towards the blue bin and where the tripod is over there, that's my rhubarb bed. Now the new tunnel, or the tunnel that I'm going to put back up again, is going to go further back towards the blue tunnel, and what it will do is it'll give us a secluded area over by where the tripod is, and that'll be the area where we'll have the perennials, the rhubarb, and we'll also create some herb beds over that side. That's the plan at the moment. Plans can change. The rhubarb is there to stay, of course. We have approximately 100 rhubarb plants over there, and some of them I'm just digging and splitting at present because I need to split the crowns. That's my well rotted manure. I'm hoping to have, that's about, I don't know, maybe 20-30 tonne in total. I need to get at least another 100 tonne in here to spread on this land here. So pardon the wobble on my camera. What we're looking at there is the polythene that was on the tunnel. I have it spread out there. I'll probably use that for a couple of small little hoop tunnels or something that'll give me cover that I may be able to grow tomatoes or cucumber under. Try and minimise the waste as much as possible around here. Some of the polythene is still okay, so it'll do something. That's the area. As we can see here, we've still got lots and lots of surface water, and we have to wait for that to dry before we can actually do anything with the land. Now it's still only February, but I'm hoping that it will dry up sometime soon. This area here, we've just took out the last of our root vegetables. We had parsnips here. We had a very good crop parsnips of last year, and we just took out the last of them in February of this year, which is in the last week. So this particular area, some of this, as we see the ridges, the remnants of the ridges, where we see the remnants of the ridges, that this year will give us the starting point for our potato crop, and our potato crop will extend some way over there. All these will be marked out and we'll see them in future videos. And what was over here last year was our potato crop. So this year that will be rotated and it will take all the root vegetables. So the root vegetables were here, and they will just go across to my left, to the immediate left there and by the ditch. So all the root vegetables will go in there this year. That's effectively our site. You're looking at 1.5 acres that we hope to plant out totally, and that's our little store in the background. So that'll just give you a flavour of what the ground looks like at the end of winter, and you'll see the progression as we go along if you keep following our little blog and our video footage. Okay, we leave it there. See you next time.